Welcome, Goddess Babes, where nails and stories collide. Join me as we dive into creativity, self-care, and a little bit of mystery. Hit that subscribe button and like the video. In a world of high-stakes corporate deception, Lena West is thrust into a deadly game between two powerful men. Theo, the charming lover with dangerous secrets, and Jonathan Hale, the ruthless tech mogul determined to bring him down. As the lies unravel, Lena must navigate a web of betrayal and danger. Unsure of who to trust or how to escape the chaos, deceptions, and delirium, Lena West had always loved the predictable chaos of her life. As a freelance graphic designer working from her tiny downtown apartment, her days were spent battling clients' endless revisions, devouring takeout meals, and binging sitcoms. It wasn't the life she dreamed of, but it was comfortable, until her world flipped upside down the moment she met Theo. Theo Walsh was everything Lena wasn't: confident, successful, and radiating a mysterious charm that left everyone either captivated or suspicious. Their meeting was pure chance. Lena had been caught in a rainstorm without an umbrella, and Theo, who just happened to be passing by, offered her shelter in his sleek, black car. What should have been a quick ride home turned into a whirlwind of conversation, laughter, and an undeniable spark. By the end of that week, but not everything was as perfect as it seemed. Theo's career as a venture capitalist seemed like something straight out of a glossy magazine. His life was filled with luxurious dinners, late-night meetings, and cryptic phone calls. While Lena appreciated his success, she couldn't shake the feeling that he was hiding something. Her suspicions began to rise when she accidentally overheard a hushed conversation late one night. The words deal, threat, and leverage stood out, and her heart sank. At first, Lena tried to brush it off as business jargon she didn't understand. But when Theo started disappearing for entire weekends with no explanation, the alarm bells in her mind grew louder. Her friends warned her that dating a man with that much power came with its own set of risks. But Lena couldn't help but fall deeper for Theo, even as her gut screamed that something was wrong. One rainy afternoon, while Theo was away on yet another business trip, Lena made a shocking discovery. She found a hidden compartment in Theo's study. Inside were stacks of documents, all with one name, circled in red: Jonathan Hale. Lena had no idea who Hale was, but the amount of information Theo had on this man was unsettling. Bank accounts, private correspondence, and even photographs. The more Lena uncovered, the more she realized this wasn't a business rivalry. It was something far more dangerous. Desperate for answers, Lena sought out Jonathan Hale. After days of tracking him down, she found him. A reclusive tech mogul with a reputation for being untouchable. But when Lena approached him, instead of being brushed off, Hale immediately recognized her. "You're Theo's girl, aren't you?" he said, his eyes cold and calculating. "If you know what's good for you, you'll stay out of this." But Lena wasn't the type to back down, especially now that her life had become a tangled web of secrets. She pressed him for more information, and after much resistance, Hale revealed that Theo wasn't just a venture capitalist. He was involved in a high-stakes game of corporate espionage. Theo had been manipulating companies for years, acquiring insider information, and destroying competitors from the inside. Hale had been his latest target, and Theo's plan was to take down his entire empire. Suddenly, everything clicked into place for Lena. The late-night phone calls, the strange meetings, the hushed conversations. It was all part of Theo's elaborate scheme. But there was more. Lena learned that Theo wasn't just interested in Hale's business. He had uncovered something about Hale's personal life, a secret so explosive It could ruin more than just his reputation. And now, Lena was caught in the middle. When Theo returned from his trip, Lena confronted him. She expected anger, maybe even denial. But instead, Theo just smiled. A calm, unsettling smile that made her stomach churn. "You don't understand," he said, his voice low and measured. "This isn't about money or power. This is about survival. You think I'm the villain here, but you have no idea what's really going on." Lena's world began to spiral as Theo's words sunk in. He told her that Hale wasn't the innocent victim she thought he was. According to Theo, Hale had been the mastermind behind multiple corporate takedowns, and Theo was simply trying to beat him at his own game. But Lena wasn't sure what to believe anymore. Was Theo manipulating her, or was Hale the real enemy? As the tension between Theo and Hale escalated, Lena found herself caught in a deadly game of cat and mouse. One night, while driving home, Lena's car was forced off the road by an unknown vehicle. She escaped with only minor injuries, but it was clear someone wanted her silenced. With nowhere else to turn, Lena reached out to Hale again, hoping to negotiate a way out of the chaos. But Hale had his own agenda. He offered Lena protection, but only if she helped him gather evidence against Theo. Caught between two powerful men, Lena didn't know who to trust. Theo claimed he was protecting her, but his behavior was growing more erratic by the day. Hale promised safety, but at what cost? Lena had become a pawn in their dangerous game, and with every passing day, the stakes grew higher. In a final, heart-pounding showdown, Lena was forced to make a choice. Would she side with Theo, the man she had fallen for but could no longer trust? Or would she align with Hale, a man whose motives were just as murky? The tension came to a head during a black-tie charity gala, where both men were set to make their final move. As Lena slipped through the glamorous crowd, her heart pounded in her chest. She had a choice to make: betray the man she loved, or risk being dragged into a world of lies, deceit, and danger. But as she would soon discover, the truth wasn't as simple as choosing a side. When the dust finally settled, Lena stood alone, the weight of her decision heavy on her shoulders. She had uncovered the truth, but in doing so, she had also unraveled the life she once knew. Theo was gone, Hale had disappeared, and Lena was left to pick up the pieces. The game had ended, but not without its casualties. In the end, Lena realized that the line between hero and villain was blurrier than she ever imagined. Sometimes, the people you love the most are the ones who deceive you the best. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's mix of nail tutorials and storytelling, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Whether you're